Hey everyone, I'm Dark Quarter, and welcome back to Trials Evolution Gold Edition. So last time I did a D-License test, did some tracks, and on my off time I got the gold medal for this one track that I just could not win last time. So now I can go to the C-License test. I can actually pick a different bike this time. Well, I was not allowed. Okay. I guess I'll pick the Piranha since I can't pick anything else. And yes, now I have audio being recorded. I didn't know that I didn't have the audio going until I started editing videos. Forward, right, and apply a small amount of up smoothly. Right, because you can do that with keys, right? Press them up and lean back left at the same time to slowly drop off the ledge. Right? Okay. Press left when jumping up to backflip on the platforms. Makes sense. Do a backflip, basically. Hold right when launching from a jump to fly forwards over the platform. To straighten the bike for landing, pull left. Okay. Got it. Teaching you new stuff. What? Am I outside? No piano's gonna drop on me? No train? Nothing? Because that happened last time. I'm waiting. I don't know what's going on out there. I can't see out the window, but alright. Cool. So, now I can do this. Fuel for the flames, is it? Tracks here. 7, huh? Alright, let's try this. I can finally access a new bike, which has better stats, so I guess I'll just use this one. So, these are going to be more advanced races, I'm assuming. With a better license. And I guess I'm not in World War II anymore. Ah, shoot. Gotta restart. Alright, well, yeah, so last time I was talking a lot about different things that I like and stuff like that, and hopefully that wasn't too boring. Or weird. Oh, nope. Didn't save it. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to go through tracks without any faults possible. And this one's totally doable. Just, gotta stop doing stuff like that. So I guess I want to see. Yeah, I did talk about movies a little bit and music a little bit. I mostly tried to name a few songs that I like. Well, not necessarily songs themselves, but you know, artists in general. But I don't usually go by artists. You know, it's more like, do I like the song or not, rather than naming artists, because to me, naming an artist is kind of like saying that you like a lot of stuff from the artist, which might or might not be true, or maybe you just like one or two songs from them. So it's harder to say that you like an artist if you only like one or two songs from them, or if you've only heard one or two songs. You can't. It's hard to say that, oh yeah, I like this person, but then you'll hear like a song that you didn't know they made, and like, what? And yet I'm crashing again. Jeez. But yeah, that's, I don't know. I think about things weird, probably. Do you guys want me to? I guess it makes a question. Is that would you guys rather I just like move on as much as I can? Because I don't mind. I actually kind of like trying to get the highest medal in a track, as I probably mentioned before, something like that. But I don't know if that's like boring to watch or what, because I don't want this to be boring, and yet I want to try to play how I like to play, usually. But sometimes things I like to... Oh, are you kidding me? Sometimes things I like to do in games would be boring to a lot of people. Like, I like a lot of crafting in different games like Skyrim, and I love playing Factorio because basically the whole game is about crafting, trying to make a factory and all that stuff. I find that pretty fun. Or would you guys rather I just, like, when I get to a checkpoint here, I would rather, do the entire track over again when I fail, so that I can get the best medal at the end? Or what I could do is just use those checkpoints and just go off from there and not get the best medal, when I'm recording, and just go back and do it later. Because that's something I could do. I mean, I'd rather not get it. I'd rather do it now than go back to it later, but I don't know what you guys would rather prefer to watch. It's kind of hard when I'm like basically playing this in a vacuum at this point. Because truthfully, there aren't that many comments on my videos. So I don't know how any people feel about what they're seeing. It's kind of hard to know how to get better or what to do when there's really not much feedback, That's kind of how you have to do it. Well, I would say at first, but I have been doing this for a little while. Although I've had to take some time off from time to time, just because of different life things going on. Oh, that was the end right there. I was right at the end before. Oh, that sucks. I think I should actually stay on the end screen for a few seconds at the end here, just in case something like that happens. Because at one point it was, I think it was the D-license test where a bunch of squirrels dropped on me, and that was like some kind of collectible. So I have no idea how to get all the other squirrels. Apparently, I think there's like 20 squirrels you can collect. I don't know where they are or how to get them. So that might be something to look into. Although I don't really like, spoiling something. And that would kind of be spoiling things a little bit. Although when you're dealing with collectibles, there are sometimes some games when you kind of have to look them up just to find them all. Sometimes they're just in obscure places, and sometimes you just don't explore enough. Sometimes you would never think of even, going to that spot, or it takes some weird combination of moves or skills or something to just get to the collectible that most people probably wouldn't even think of doing. Things like that. So it's hard to say. I should have just gone backwards. So I don't know how to feel about collectibles in games. Like I found I didn't find all the collectible. Like I'm talking about Assassin's Creed, the first Assassin's Creed game. If anybody's played that, I found a lot just up on my own, but eventually, just to find them all, I had to look up a guide on how to find all the flags that you had to get in the game. And just because of like how the guide was, that kind of went off a kind of checklist that told you where every flag was, but I couldn't I couldn't just say, okay, look at a description and say, okay, I got that flag. I kind of had to go through them one by one and just kind of go to every single spot on the list of where all the flags were and see if I got them, because for some reason just reading the description of where the flag wasn't good enough for me to know that I actually got the flag there, or going to the area, because some of the areas kind of look the same, which kind of made sense in the design of the city. Of course, a lot of stuff would kind of look the same, but I don't know. Maybe it was just the guide that was bad and was making it harder to find the stuff. I don't know. But between just trying to find, the ones I already found and the one that I didn't find yet, it was kind of hard to figure it out. So I eventually just had to go to every single spot, whether I actually went there or not, because I wasn't really sure if I actually got them, And that kind of makes it mixed for collectibles, because I still only got the silver medal? What do you need for the gold? 0 faults, yeah. 7. Oh, you need 46 seconds. Alright, let me try that a little bit more. How do you get 46 seconds? I basically had the gas on the entire time. Hello. I was pressing up. The heck. Alright, anyway. So yeah, about collectibles in games, I'm not really sure, because I haven't tried to really hunt them down that much. I did it in Assassin's Creed because I wanted to complete it, but I haven't really tried to search for all of them in other games that much. I think I tried to look for some in, was it Grand Theft Auto 4? Yeah. Or, I don't know if it was 4 or 5, where you had to find all the birds. That was like one of the collectibles you could find. I'm not sure about that. Jeez, that's really not personal. 49. How does that... I need 46. How do I get faster? I'm pressing the gas. Like, I did not let off the gas at all that time. So how do I get... I don't know how to get faster. Do I have to come back with a faster bike or something? Is that how I have to do this game? Because if I have to come back with another bike, just tell me, and I won't have to waste my time trying to get faster on a track that I can't possibly get faster on. Alright, this is gonna be my last run on this track, because I have no idea how I'm supposed to get 46 seconds. I don't know. Like, do you really have to get a different bike, or is this the one you need? Alright, forget it. Yes. Getting out of that track. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm gonna do this one. I mean, it is better stats than the first one. Higher top speed, higher acceleration, higher everything. So I am gonna just use this bike. I just don't know. I mean, are they gonna force you to use... What was that? I was pressing up already, it didn't go. Like, are they actually gonna force you to come back with a better bike for some of these tracks, or can you do it with just about any bike? I mean, I wouldn't mind coming back with a better bike if that's what you have to do, but I mean, it's not like they tell you what you need to get the best, medal or time on that. They just kind of say, well, you need to get this specific time to get the bronze, gold, or silver medal. So, I don't know. They don't really tell you that specific stuff. They just tell you this is what you need to complete it, and you have to figure out how to do it. Which I guess is fine. I guess it's not such a bad thing to have to figure out that stuff on your own. Why is there a helicopter? Okay. That concerns me a little bit. Am I gonna have to jump over that or something? So, what do you guys think about collectibles in games? I haven't really... I actually have to stop there. Oh, okay. That was an elevator. Interesting track. What do you guys think about collectibles in games? Yep, I have to leap over the helicopter. That's my question of the day. Start over. Actually, no, I have... whether... I'm trying to think of like the first Mass Effect game. Were there collectibles in that? Because I did play that game a lot. And in a way, there are collectibles in the first Dragon Age game. Oh, and I'm dead. Just watch me die. Okay. Mass Effect 1. There are kind of collectibles in the game. You can go to different planets in the Mako and collect these. They're like ore deposits or something like that. But I can't remember. I'm sure they... I don't know. I'm sure that they counted towards some kind of achievement or something. And I didn't really mind the Mako that much. Everybody gives hate on it, but I actually didn't mind the Mako too much. It was just like part of the game, you know. I played some of Mass Effect 2, but got caught up in the whole planet scanning thing and finding ores and just things like that. And I crashed. And I never actually finished the second game. I never played the third one. So, I know everybody like hates the ending that was on the third game, but I never played it, so I can't comment on it. But the second Mass Effect game second Mass Effect game, I don't know if you call it collectibles or not. I mean, you collect materials that you can use for like crafting and stuff, but do you count those as collectibles? Like in Skyrim, when you collect, you know, the different ores and like stuff you have to make equipment with for your crafting, do you call those collectibles, or are they just resources to collect for crafting? Like, and are those two different things, or are they like or are they kind of the same thing or related or what? Because I'm not really sure how to classify that. Not sure. Okay, I guess I can't go very fast on that first ramp. Because... and the second ramp doesn't go very well. Okay, hopefully that's fine. I'm having trouble with this track for some reason. Get up there. Come on. You can do it, Mr. Bike Man. Jeez. Whoa, stop. Come on. Jeez. So, yeah. Let's see. What was I talking? Oh, Dragon Age. I guess in a way there are collectibles in Dragon Age, because there are things that you collect for crafting. I don't know whether or not you call that a collectible, but it's one thing you can collect during the game's resources for crafting. And Another thing you can sort of collect in both Mass Effect and Dragon Age are like codex entries on different races and, you know, technologies and whatever they have in their lore in the game. So those are sort of things you can collect, although they don't have any real benefit besides just, you know, world building mainly. Oh, that's neat fireworks, isn't it? Yep, just, I was gonna say taking a break, but, then a piano falls on me and it's no longer a break, I got broken. So there's that. So what do you guys think about that stuff? I mean, do you look for collectibles and like lore stuff in different games, or do you just like to play the game and not worry about that stuff very much? Sometimes I think sometimes they count towards some kind of achievement, like finding notes for world building and things like that, and sometimes I'm not sure if they do. I mean, I'm sure it's different in some games than others, but a lot of games I've played where they have like lore entries that you can collect and stuff like that, they usually count towards some kind of achievement, as far as I know. And I like collecting and reading that kind of stuff, but not everybody does, but it's not required, you know, to beat the game, obviously. See, I'm trying to think of other games besides, you know, like BioWare or Bethesda type games that have lore stuff you can collect, because in games like the Elder Scrolls series, I mean, I haven't played every single game in the Elder Scrolls series, but at least in, you know, Elder Scrolls 4 and I think they're in 3 too, but let's say Elder Scrolls 3 through 5 at least, they have, you know, the books of lore in the game that you can read, and some of them give you skills or some other kind of stat, and some of them are just there for like lore type stuff, flavor text, that kind of thing. And I do like to read those, but they have a lot of lore in those games, and it takes time to go through all of them, you know. I haven't read every single book, like cover to cover there, so I wouldn't call myself an expert or anything, but the books that I have read in those games, I find them pretty interesting. And I usually do collect the books and just have them in my house or whatever in those games. So I find it interesting to have and keep, and I like having a library of my own. It's a cool thing to have. So let's unlock the next event. Really? Alright. This will probably be the last one. I don't know. There are a lot of, I think, indie horror games that have little bits of lore in them that tell you something about, you know, the creature that's stalking you, or you know, whatever's going on in there. I think they do have some lore bits like that. I haven't played too many of them, but I've seen videos of people playing them on YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that, and that kind of stuff seems pretty interesting. So I wonder if that kind of thing, like, are you guys into that kind of stuff? That was a really short track, actually. Didn't have to play that multiple times either. Okay, what is this? Is that it? I'll have to go longer down in the mountain. Nothing else happening. Is that it? Guess that's it. I have to get 50 for the next license test, huh? Alright. Well, that seems like enough for today. 2 more tracks in this area section, but I'll do that next time. So, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being cool, and I'll see you next time.